What's up, Ideal fam? It's great to see you guys again. Now, before we get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you. We have been growing so fast, and it's all because of you guys. And so, as a thank you, we're gonna give you guys 20% off for the next 3 days, your favorite merch, your favorite Ideal merch. All you gotta do is click up here, check out anything and everything that you want, and then at checkout, use Ideal Media, all one word. Ideal Media, all one word, and you'll get 20% off, and you can look like me if you want to, but you can rep the brand and rep the true colors, the Ideal colors. Max, roll the tape. Let's get into this. Black cars, black trucks, even black supercars look absolutely phenomenal. But the most loved automobile color ever is also a total pain in the ass. And since we've all thought about buying a black car, and I'll admit, I made the mistake of owning a few, I think it's time that I set the record straight. Black is definitely the worst car color, and about 10% of the time, it's actually the best. I'm gonna go through all of the reasons as to why we can't stand owning black cars. And then at the end, even after all of the misery, we sometimes just say YOLO and put up with it. It's great to see you guys again. Let's go. Black paint is beautiful, but get ready because it's the absolute worst to keep looking clean. The minute that you don't scrub-a-dub-dubber up, you'll start attracting that thin layer of dust. Dirt, dog hair, mud, water spots, anything and everything sticks to black paint like glue. Black is seriously the worst color to keep clean. I would say that about 10% of the time that you own a black car, it's gonna look great, but the rest of the time you're gonna be in your driveway with a hose and a sponge. And RIP if you live in an area with hard water, or it rains a lot, or you have animals that live in the neighborhood and love to sit on your car. You're Oh, and if you're going for a cruise on a nice summer day, don't rest your arm on that windowsill. All the oils from your skin will stay there as a permanent reminder that you need to be medically sanitized before you lay a finger on the black paint. And even I've been tempted to dry wipe my black car before. You know, just use a microfiber towel and wipe it off. I mean, I washed the car a day earlier and there's only barely a thin layer of light dust on it. What could hurt it? Well, it hurts a ton. If you're not using some sort of liquid lubricant to protect the paint, that dust will act like sandpaper and completely destroy your car's resale value. Take it from me, keeping a black car clean is a constant struggle. It's like having a kid, because for the life of the car, you'll be cleaning and taking care of it every single weekend. So be ready for that responsibility if you want to drive a deep black, beautiful sports car. Anyone and everyone. Anyone that's owned a black car has seen the stars. Millions of little white spots dotting the empty black sky of their paint job. Black cars are infinitely more prone to rot chips and scratches than any other color. And when it happens, they are glaringly obvious. Every time you walk up to your car, you'll notice all the new constellations forming in your paint. Day by day, your front splitter will start looking more and more like it has a 5 o'clock shadow. And you and I both know what's under black paint, and it's definitely not black. We've invented a car that drives itself. Why can't we create a black undercoat for paint that doesn't show these damn spots? And what I found is the touch-up paint is just never a perfect match. Black should be the easiest, and yet it's the hardest to get right. And if you're too lazy to keep up with the constant maintenance, get ready for a life of stone chips, micro abrasions, swirls, you name it. No other car color needs to deal with this to this extent. And you can forget about taking it to a quick and easy drive-through car wash. Black paint car owners know that automatic car washes are good for one thing and one thing only: destroying your paint. Okay, and what about those times that you've been good? You've washed and waxed your ride for hours and it's looking sweet. Hope you have that hermetically sealed vault to park in. Otherwise, you're gonna be looking to repeat that wash routine in about 15 minutes. Otherwise, I guess you could just let it get dirty and ruin the paint and lose thousands of dollars in resale value on the car. The choice is yours. And now it's time for the ideal question of the day, which is, if you were to ever buy a black car, what would it be? Or have you made the mistake already? Let us know down in the comments what car you would buy that looks best in black. Or if you already have, let us know what it was and how it was to own it down here. Let us know. Let's go. A clean black paint job looks fire, but that's not the fire that we're talking about. Black is the absorption of all colors, so it actually isn't a color at all. And color comes from light, light comes from the sun, so black paint is actually just a giant sunlight sponge, absorbing UV rays and heating up your car's exterior and interior like an easy bake oven. On a summer day, hopping into a black on black sports car is like taking a step into hell. And people who own black cars become parking scientists. They'll park 2 miles away from the store if it means they can leave their car under a shady tree. They know the position of the sun and calculate when the shadows move so they can get into their car without third-degree burns. My black on black E36 M3 with leather interior would literally be impossible to sit in during the summer. And I live in Seattle. Oh, and a bonus, black paint speeds up the process of oxidation, which causes the paint to fade. So if you're looking for a used black car for sale, you're gonna see a lot of dull, chalky, flaky looking paint jobs out there. You are automatically a bigger safety risk on the road by driving a black car. And for once, it's not you as the driver that's at fault. See, black cars stand out the least against the background of the road. Yep, you are 12% more likely to be involved in an accident during the daylight hours, and an astronomical 47% more likely when it's dark out. I mean, it does sort of make sense because black is a sneaky color, and that's why good guys and bad guys alike love a black paint job, like the stealthy F-117 Nighthawk or the Batmobile and the Knight Rider alike all share the same hue. But if you're not fighting crime in the middle of the night, that hard to spot paint job might get you into more trouble than it's even worth. So after hearing all of that, let us know in this poll if you would ever consider buying a black car now. Because now I'm gonna go into why black is actually the best color as well. And really, it's only for about 10% of the time when it's clean. There is really nothing better. Black is absolutely a timeless color, and not just for cars. Like black tie affairs and cocktail dresses. It's pure business. It's elegant. It's for the person that wants to come across as strong, oozing confidence, and yet still slightly mysterious. Ooh, that kind of sounds like me. For those few hours after a good detail, owning a black car feels like heaven. As for the rest of the time, with all the rock chips, swirl marks, and headaches it'll bring you, you'll be wondering if you made a mistake. But isn't that how it is with just about every love-hate relationship? When things are good, they're extraordinary, and when they're bad, well, let's just say that I don't own a black car anymore. And also, check out this video about 5 used cheap black cars you should never add to your arsenal. Or check out what YouTube wants you to watch next. Oh, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. But either way, you can't lose. And as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.